Hey guys, welcome to another video. I had this coming. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Roronoa Zoro Rayon Onigashima S.H.Figuarts. And this figure, it's not very good. It's honestly not good at all. So this is the second release in the new One Piece line that started last year. So the Luffy figure was okay. It was decent. It was a decent start to the line. But the Zoro figure is kind of atrocious. I almost did not want to make this video because most of it is just gonna be me ranting about how bad it is. I'll still, do criticisms and stuff like that, but mostly all of this is just gonna be me ranting. And the figure is gonna fall apart a lot. I don't know what they were thinking making this figure. I got the figure just because it's Zoro, but that's the sad part. It's like one of the only articulated Zoro figures, and it's so bad. I don't get it what they were doing with it's really disappointing. But before we get into the video, I wanted to say thank you for that video that blew up. Some stupid video I made in my shorts. It had 8,000 views, 8,500 at the time of making this video, I think. And now I have 57 subscribers. That's crazy. Because when I made this channel like 2 months ago, I didn't make it like to get views and money and stuff. I just wanted to share what I love with other people. And I'm looking forward to doing more of that. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But I guess we should get on with the video. But real quick, question of the day. Which one of Zoro's swords is your favorite? I feel like mine definitely has to be the Wado Ichimonji. That sword is classic, man. It's sleek and cool, and it's the one that Zoro holds dear to his heart. I love that part of his character, his relationships with his swords. But yeah, let's get into the video. And 20 minutes of ranting. Alright, so after a bit of figuring out how to switch out this piece for his arm, very unique design, by the way, and not in the good way at all. I've got it into the pose that I'm pretty sure it came out of the box. It did not come with the scabbards around his sash out of the box. That came separately. But first, before we take a look at the figure, let's take a look at the box real quick. So this is the Roronoa Zoro Rayon Onigashima One Piece S.H. Figuarts. Tamashii Nation's quality seal, of course. It's official and authentic, as well as the Toei Animation seal. It's just the standard packaging that you get with all the One Piece figures so far. It's got sample poses on the side and the back, and then the name of the figure on this side. Just a picture of the figure on the bottom, and then of course it's got the map design with the straw hat window on the top, and then a window for the figure. But that's it for the box. Let's take a look at the figure. I will say that the figure looks really great. It looks great. It doesn't work great. And I'm not sure if that's exactly what they were going for, but I'd rather have a figure that works well instead of it looking great. I'd take that over it looking super cool. Because you can have a really cool looking figure like this one, but it doesn't exactly pose very well, and that's exactly what these figures are for. But the printing and everything on the faces is really well made. It looks like Zoro. It definitely does look like Zoro. And I really like this design for the earrings. Part of me thought that I don't know, it was gonna fall off easily, but no, it's they did a good job on the earring. The printing for his scar is really clean and everything. You can see it here. These little clips and everything. The sculpting is really great. There's no shading as far as I can, just on the sash. I'm seeing it right now. And then just on the bandana here tied around his arm, and on the separate head, you can see, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's a darker kind of green. So yeah, the bandana is green. It's not black. I know that's what a lot of people think, but it's green. It's a dark kind of green. But that's all I can say about the figure at this point. The sculpt is really good. The paint is also really good. So I'm gonna have to give it maybe, I'll give it an 8 out of 10 for the sculpt and everything and the aesthetic. It's really well made. In terms of it, you know, the look of the figure and the sculpt and everything. So let's go ahead and go on to the accessories. So I'll be honest, the accessories for this figure are not bad. I just wish they would have thrown in a couple of other hands, a little bit more accessories and faceplates and stuff. I'm very positive would have cost a little bit more, but I wouldn't have minded paying a little bit more for some more accessories. So I'll show you guys how this works and how this happens so easily. But Zoro does come with a neutral face expression. I'll go ahead and do the expressions first. This one where he's smiling. This confused one. And then, as I said in my previous video, all the One Piece S.H. Figuarts come with an extra faceplate for Luffy. So it comes with a surprised looking face for him as well. And like I said, they're very well made and very detailed. And here's an extra head for his 3-sword style. I'll be honest, one thing that I really would have wanted out of the accessories, which was excuse me, I'm stumbling over my words, is the option to switch out the faces on the bandana head. You can't do that with this figure. I wish they would have figured out a way how, without making the head look super big, because I know that's a problem with the variable action heroes East Blue Zoro. I think I saw a review on that one, and you can't switch out the faces on the bandana head, but they make his head look super big when he's in his Santoryu. But yeah, those are the faces. They're pretty well done, but I just would have wanted a little bit more from that. And I can say the same for the hands as well. I forgot a faceplate. Sorry about that. He comes with 3 different faceplates and 2 different heads. So there's a yelling face, if you want him just attacking with 2 swords. So he does come with 3 pairs of hands, the fist hands that he comes out of the box with, 2 sword holding hands, pretty standard, and 2 grabby hands or relaxed hands, and that's it. That's all he comes with. I don't know. I guess I would have wanted a couple other pairs of hands, you know, for subtlety, I guess, but yeah, he only comes with 3 pairs of hands. But everything in this figure is kind of really bad. He also comes with an extra bicep piece for when he's in his 3-sword style. Now this is very interesting and not in a good way. I'll show you guys how that works. And then probably the best part of this figure, he comes with 3 of the swords that he uses in Wano. So he comes with the Wado Ichimonji, of course. Doesn't go anywhere without it. He comes with the Sandai Kitetsu that he got all the way back in Loketown. And his newest sword, Enma, which belonged to Oden. So the swords are really well made. Each of them have like a different design on the blade. I know there's a name for it, but I can't pull any names right now. You can see that the Sandai Kitetsu has like a purple flame, and Enma has like a blue teal one. So that's really cool. But the Wado Ichimonji is it's just a regular katana. But these are really well made. They have a really nice detail and everything. I'm not exactly sure why. I think this might be just mine, but on one of them, the Suba, this guard piece here, it came off on this sword right now. I'm not sure if it's supposed to do that, but just be careful with that. I think it does. It is supposed to come off, but if it does, it does go back in like it's supposed to come off. Just be careful with it. And then it comes with 3 handles for each of the swords when you want them. When you want Zoro just like in a neutral position. One for Enma, one for the Wado Ichimonji, and the Sandai Kitetsu. And then it just comes with the scabbards for each of the swords. Now, this hasn't happened to me, but I've heard some people saying that that the scabbards fall off, or like they break easily, right, from each other, because it's like one connected piece. So just be careful, especially with this rope on the sheath for Enma. But yeah, those are the accessories for the Zoro figure. They're not bad, and I just would have wanted a little bit more. I'll give them an 8 out of 10 as well. Like I said, they're not bad. I just would have liked a little bit more. They're very well made, in terms of detail and sculpt and everything. But now, I guess we have to go on to the articulation. Which there's a lot of stuff to talk about, and none of it is good, so let's get on to that. So for now, I'm just gonna keep the figure in pieces, because I'm pretty sure that's just gonna be the easier way to do things. It's just a very the articulation isn't great. It's not good at all. You'd think that that a swordsman character, probably one of the most famous swordsman characters of all time, would have good articulation in a figure like this with such a big price. I think it's like $70. I'm not sure. This is unacceptable for a figure to fall apart this easily. It's not well made, like, at all. So I'll go ahead and show you guys the head and everything. It's on a double ball joint. You can switch out the heads pretty easily, actually. There's no trouble with that. And then the neck does move. Just be careful. I don't think I even put this in right. Because I think the last time I was messing around with this guy, the whole peg for the neck did come off. So yeah, that is pretty easy. No problems with that, actually. So the movement for the head isn't bad. It's just, if you want to have his head looking all the way down, you do get some pretty bad gapping in the back. And here comes the problem with the arms. I'm not sure what they were thinking, but oh my god, the arms are so finicky. So it's got this part right here, right, that you're supposed to tuck the arm into. But that kind of design doesn't work very well, because if you don't do it right, the arm just kind of this too, but the arm just comes off on its own. This is another thing I wanted to talk about. This is not a very good design at all. I don't know. Oh, the Netflix Zoro, like the whole bandana piece is an extra piece, but not for the arm. It's like an extra piece that you put onto the arm without having to take it apart, and it just creates this. This is not a good design. I can't even get the arm out of this pocket here on the shoulder. I don't know why I'm doing this review. See, the arm comes off pretty easily. And it's kind of difficult, you know. Yeah, the thing I can tell you that much about the arms. There is a double elbow joint for what it's worth. And it does swivel at the bicep, sort of, if you can get it to do that. I wouldn't recommend doing it on this arm, though, because it's most likely going to fall off. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. There we go. I finally got it out of the pocket. There. Jesus Christ, this figure is so bad. And I guess we could talk about the legs. So, I don't know if, like, they thought it would be useless to have leg articulation because of this piece, which we'll get to right now. I'll show you how that gets put together. But this is the legs right here. They go back pretty far if you want to get them into a pose like that, but forward, not enough, like, at all, because of this piece right here. I don't know what kind of design this is for, or I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't get how they can mess up a figure for a character like this so badly. There is a double jointed knee, looks kind of ugly, but you're never gonna see it anyways, so there's no point. And even if you could, he does do the splits. And I know there's mods for this figure, and there's custom pieces and stuff, like the cloth accessory for this piece. I haven't gotten to that just yet, but there are fixes for this, as well, for the arms. But there is a bicep swivel, if you can even get to that, with the skirt piece, and it does swivel here at the ankle, and almost non-existent. No, there is an ankle rocker. What am I thinking? Yeah, the feet are not that bad. All right, never mind. Oh my god, they barely go up and they barely go down, and there is a toe hinge, I guess. So what do you know? The legs aren't very well made either. Now let's get this guy put together. And the sash piece is a separate piece for the figure. I'm not sure why they didn't just sculpt it into the top, and this piece is articulated, but it looks very jarring because the top here is squared off. So if you want it flowing like this, it's gonna look kind of weird if you look at it. You can't really tell from far away, but that part really bothers me. That's just a nitpick. The Luffy figure, I think, did a way better job at that. So, and that's actually connected to the figure. It doesn't come off just because. So I said before in this video that the scabbards do come like as a separate accessory, so you have to like put this thing into the sash by yourself. And I'm not sure why you would want this figure not having this piece. But this isn't a very well-made design either. And you can see that there's slots here. I don't know, I can't see it on the camera. That this part right here. There's a little peg that's supposed to go into that hole. Same for the other side. But it doesn't go in like at all. And I feel like if I push any harder, I'm going to break this piece. So yeah, you can just have it like this sitting in the sash. It won't look weird at all. It looks fine. But yeah. Let me put this guy together and I'll show you how the articulation works, like with the entire figure. I'll be right back. All right, so speak of the devil, you know how I was talking about the sheets breaking? So the one for the Wado Ichimonji did break. But I don't care that much about this figure to fix it. I got it snug as a bug in the sash. I'm gonna hurry up with this review. So another really like weird thing that they did was make this into two different pieces. So this one goes on top of this one, and then the legs are supposed to go in here, right? Let's see. I'll be right back again. So I'm not going to demonstrate the ab crunch because that means I'd have to take apart the figure again. And I'm pretty sure you guys already know that the ab crunch is also pretty horrible. But talking about this skirt piece by itself, the fabric is already pretty tough, but this is like double the material of plastic. So it makes it really, really difficult to move the legs. So you get basically no leg articulation whatsoever. You can get them into walking poses, I guess. But that's about it for the legs. It's such a disappointment because this figure, I mean the character, you know, Zoro is such a cool character. I'm pretty sure you guys know by now. Roronoa Zoro, the pirate hunter, you know, Santoryu, San Sensekai, you know, Onigiri. Zoro is a really cool character, and it sucks when figures, I mean, when characters like this, get really bad figures, especially in a line like this. One that instantly comes to my mind is Guts. And I'm thinking of doing a review on that figure because I do have it. Maybe that'll come out next week. I'm not too sure because the next one coming out tomorrow is the Sanji figure. And that one does a lot of things much better than Zoro and Luffy. The Sanji figure is a pretty decent figure, actually. I think it's the one that definitely saved this line. But yeah, that was my my review on this very unfortunate figure. I honestly do not know what happened, what they were thinking when finalizing, you know, design choices on this thing. I don't know. I don't get it. So the arms, they could have just taken butterfly joints from another existing character, right? They could have made this a separate, like two separate pieces, because you can see on the back they did that as well, and it doesn't look ugly, you know. I wouldn't have minded that. Like I said earlier, I'd rather have a really well working figure, you know, that can get into all kinds of poses and stuff than one that actually looks really good, you know, good enough to be a statue, because that's half of what this figure is. It's a statue. Same thing for the plastic skirt, the skirt piece here. They could have the Obito figure has almost the exact same type of design for the bottom half, and they did that just perfectly. I don't understand. The same thing with the Yamato figure. Oh my god, I don't get it. Honestly, I don't. I don't know what they were thinking making this figure. But yeah, that was my review on this figure. Not a very good release, to say the least. But like I said, the Sanji figure is a lot better, and I'll have that video up for you guys tomorrow. So, question of the day: who is? You could say who, but what is your favorite sword that Zoro uses? Mine is the Wado Ichimonji, super classic. Um, but yeah, that was the video. I'm gonna go relax for a little bit because I'm kind of frustrated. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.